a car, this would be like the engine of the car maybe, or I don't know how, I guess we'd have to, but anyway, it's 23% efficient. So efficiency is 23.0%, which remember, percent means divide by 100. Per is divide and cent is 100, right? So divide that by 100 and the decimal form is point. So just remember, you always want to use the actual number, not the percent. All right, so it does work, right? We got to decide, is that input or output? I think that is, there's two questions here, right? So let's answer this first question. Here we'll divide the page. Okay, so if it does that much work, that's the output, right? Because when we say things like that, like it does this much or whatever, consumes is like input language, right? Okay, so this is output. So we know that the output is 13,200 joules. Okay. Let's see, what does it consume? So we're trying to find the input, right? So if you look at this, if we're trying to find the input is output divided by efficiency. Do you see that, right? So input equals O divided by E. So that's going to be 13,200 divided by 0.23. It's going to be a lot. Let's figure this out. 13,200 divided by 0.23. That is, the input is 57,391. And these are joules, not watts, right? You always got to just be careful, use the same units, either the rate of energy or the energy itself, right? The watts. All right, so we got that one, right? So let's do the second one here. So let's see, it consumes. So the efficiency is still 0.230. And now we're saying the input, right? So this consumes, that's our input. So our input is 4,230 joules, right? So now we're trying to find the output, and the output is EIEIO. Sorry, the output is efficiency times input, right? So output equals efficiency times input, right? So it's going to be 23% or 0.23 times 4,230. 23%. And that's literally what the efficiency means. It means that it turns 23% of the energy it gets into actual usable stuff. Now the question you might have is, are cars really that inefficient? And yes, they are. Terribly inefficient. Yet we use them, right? If you think about it, a gallon of fuel can carry my Prius when I had it roughly 50 miles. That's amazing, right? 1 gallon carries it 50 miles. I would have a hard time pushing my car 100 feet, right? So gasoline contains a tremendous amount of energy, right? And a lot of it's wasted. So a lot of it just turns into heat. A lot of it's not burned entirely. Let's see, we got the answer here. This is my rant. Anyway, there we go. A lot of it's not entirely burned, and a lot of it is heat. All right.